Welcome. Hello. Damas, caballeros, boys and girls. Thank you for joining us on the Blunderbuss Special. My name is Bob, and is with me the illustrious Nate.
How's it going?
And we have on the show again, we have Anna, our spectral enthusiast.
I love that.
Shows that we're recording 30 minutes from each other.
Yes, of course. Don't ruin the magic, man.
Dude.
And of course, we have our special guest, Dustin.
Did you forget my name?
No, I said special Gust.
Oh.
A gust of wind.
I should... God, I want to fart into the mic so bad right now.
It'll be a dust in the wind.
Well,
And-
actually, that might be okay with that move on.
It's a Steve move.
We're going to pull that off and probably make like a little thing, Steve's move. So if we do
okay.
a show, it's like if we put it back on there for him.
He's got it's his, I wouldn't say special one. But
Well, I mean, it won't be a surprise now if he listens to this.
Oh, he
Sorry, Steve. I
No,
gotta...
He doesn't listen to any of them.
No.
God damn
what-
it.
no, he didn't even listen to the ones that he was in.
Yeah, that's,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and like Rob, I'm not going to say it because you got to hear it.
Right on. Yeah. Dude,
But
don't
anyways,
don't ruin that magic
no.
for me.
So we're going over ghost stories here in San Antonio, and we're
I
doing
have too many. You're going to be sick of me.
No, just it's okay. It's all right.
It's been 7 years.
Yeah,
It's not going to happen.
It's gonna.
Yeah.
If not, like we're gonna have you next. Of course, like I said, we're gonna try to make this a yearly thing where we talk about the supernatural ghosts, the juices,
Get all in gear for
Chuds.
Halloween and shit.
murderous rat people.
Because they don't do fucking Halloween crazy
I feel like
movies and
Murderous
shit.
Rat People is more of a Flag Day kind of story.
Yeah, little Arbor Day kind of
Little bit.
murderous rat people.
I'm just...
You
It's
know,
your podcast, but I'm just throwing
speaking
that out
of
there.
the-
That sounds about right.
Because some of our murderous rat people, their listeners, the ones that live in the sewers with the high-speed internet, we
They're closer to the Google fiber.
Salute.
Neighbors with the chuds.
yeah, they're
chuds.
they got the chuds and the murderous rat people. They fight for turf. Anna, like you were telling me about some of the more major parts in San Antonio are
Well, yeah, like
know-
stuff you wouldn't even think is haunted. Basically, everything downtown San Antonio is haunted.
Yeah.
You just throw a rock and like there's a ghost
We were
there,
tr- yeah.
basically.
So on top of being dead, they're just getting these random rocks chucked at
But
them.
I will say
Fucking
the
heads.
one that's on the west side, the
El Camoroncito.
El Camoroncito,
Okay.
which is now called La Rancherita. It's still a
really?
bar.
Okay.
Well,
So
yeah.
wait, I thought this was just like a random story. It's like a real place?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real place.
Oh.
Get the
In the
fuck out of here.
70s, it was the 70s and 80s. It was called Camoroncito, and then it changed owners, and now it's called La Rancherita, where my mom used to go. Classy.
Classy. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's where
I
you.
like how you did the double guns.
Yeah,
God,
that's where
man,
you
your
can
mom
dance
is
with the
afraid of
devil.
nothing. That is, ugh.
Like I said before, Mexican mothers don't give a shit.
Dude, seriously.
So, but yeah, that's where you could dance with
Little
the
old
devil.
Mexican ladies are just the joy of my fucking life. Oh, God, I don't know what I'd do without them. There's no sarcasm in that, let me tell you. It's glorious. Love it.
So, Anna, it's totally
No. I want to talk about this now.
My son of a... So getting back to the
nobody's
El Camoroncito, because I remember it was like that for like a while. Because
Oh yeah,
it was,
It's been open for a long time, but
Uh,
well, actually, the building that it used to be now, I mean, the building's still there, but La Rancherita moved over to the next building next door.
yeah.
Because
Can you still get into the original place?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not like it's like
Condemned.
forbidden trespass. It's just they wanted a nicer bar. Oh, excuse me, they wanted a nicer bar.
Yeah, they probably
There's
turned
that classiness coming out again.
because they probably turned into a taqueria or something. So
No,
yeah.
it's just an old building. That's all it is. You
I
know,
want to eat there. And you know who's probably making awesome tortillas there?
What's that?
Little old Mexican grandmas.
Yeah. Just-
hey, right
They
across
make
the
it
street
look
is
so
that
easy.
that Ray's Tacos where they have the monster tacos.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that's right there?
That's
Yeah.
right,
Get
like
the
it's
fuck
like a
out of
block
here.
down.
Dude, Ray's tacos are badass.
But yeah, El Camoroncito is located on Highway 90. I don't remember the cross street, but it's on Highway 90.
I know what you're talking about, though.
It's but yeah, that's where in the 50s. Yeah, that's how far that bar's been there.
Really?
Since the 50s.
Wow.
There was a lady who wasn't supposed to go out at night, as teenagers shouldn't do, and she went
Look
out.
who's talking.
She went out, and this handsome guy. She went to the El Camoroncito, and this handsome guy showed up. He was the best looking guy there, the nicest dress, the sharpest cholo, whatever. or Pachuco, whatever. I wasn't there, so I don't know how he was dressed.
Sharply dressed.
Yeah, sharply
for the
dressed.
time.
Yeah.
and style.
So
In the
he
50s,
was
probably.
there, and she was dancing. Well, this is the way I heard the story, even though Bob has a different story. But the way he was, they were dancing in the middle of the floor, and he just started spinning faster and faster. And some lady screamed, like another dancer screamed, and she saw his feet, and one was a hoof and one was the chicken foot. And the lady that was dancing with him collapsed, and she like basically died in his arms. And he ran off and disappeared. And they said that she was dancing with the devil.
Dude.
And everybody, of course, left. And by
That's
the next
crazy.
weekend, it was open again.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, well, we're not gonna close.
How
Yeah.
the hell can you cut a rug like that with a hoof and a chicken foot?
Practice.
Yeah, just
What else is he gonna do?
Well, was the floor waxed?
I mean, it could have been.
She doesn't even know what he's wearing. She doesn't
Well,
know what the
dance
floor was.
floor. Dance
I mean,
floor's
well,
old
I
school,
mean, it
like,
wasn't
you know.
necessarily wax, but you've been to bars, all the beer and whatever sticky shit's on the
No.
floor. You know, it
I
makes
really
it smooth a
haven't.
little
you
bit.
never, honestly, with the hoof and a chicken foot, you probably could do moves you can't do with.
Yeah, you know.
While the chicken foot is holding you down, you just start spinning on the hook.
Yeah.
It's just there's claw marks in the fucking floor all over the place. Just,
But yeah, I heard the same story because honestly, we passed by the Camorancito when I was still working at my brother's shop. We'd pass by it every day.
Yeah.
And supposedly he was dancing with every woman there, or at least,
Yeah.
and no one could keep their eyes off of him
Yeah.
until a woman screamed. Everybody looked down and they saw the hoof and the chicken foot. He ran off into the bathroom and exploded into like a puff of sulfur, like smoke started puffing out. And of course, that's how I heard it.
You know what I love about this story? There's an implied moment there where the devil is just sitting around one day, and he's just like, hey, you know what would freak everybody out?
No, the devil sitting around is like, you know what? I'm gonna get some puss.
It could be it's just much simpler than that. He's just like, I bought a new suit. I need to take it out.
You know, I'm just gonna make tonight about me. You know, I just gotta dance.
No,
He's like, I gotta crush some puss like Valcor.
all right.
I'm getting no goddamn respect from these demons around here.
All right, but going back to downtown San Antonio, let's see. The Alamo Dome is haunted.
See, now,
Well, look, it's not the.
I remember that shit being built, though. Let's
No,
can't
okay,
scare me
okay,
with
no,
something
no,
I
no.
remember being a pile of rubble.
Okay, well, it's not the building, Dustin, that's haunted. It's the land that's haunted.
Oh, well, they need to fucking move. They don't own that shit anymore.
Look, the Alamo Dome is a mistake that San Antonio City Commission is not willing to admit to. Okay.
There's a lot of mistakes that they won't fucking admit to.
Yeah, but this is the one that
Cocksuckers.
They thought it was
They're-
going to bring
and
money, and it didn't.
they're
Fucking
never gonna.
superhighway bullshit.
Nate,
Yeah,
politics.
okay. I
Politics.
can't get off
All
that
right.
shit.
All right,
Dude,
I gotta
but
get
so
off
the
that.
land,
and you
the
know they'll
Alamo
never get
Dome's
rid of
on-
that shit because of the skyline.
Yeah,
It's too much part of the skyline now.
yeah. So the Alamo Dome is haunted because of the land that it was built on, because of the river, the San Antonio River, which is now diverted a different way. But it was there, and the Indians used to live right there, as they normally would along the river.
Oh, it really went back that way?
Yeah, it used to like all the little streams that spread off of it.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh, okay.
I mean, the main river still has been diverted from its original path.
The
I'd
smelly
like to
water.
know like where the original, like the
There's
river
maps.
original.
Like if you go into some of the public buildings, they'll show you the original maps of where the river used to go through.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. That'd be
Like it
kinda
would.
cool.
I mean, I think the actual original part of it that still probably exists is like down by the missions.
yeah.
Like, because that's where the missions
Yeah,
were
yeah,
built
yeah.
along the river.
Yeah, I bet you that because like
But
my
heading
parents
towards
live like
downtown,
right
it
there
moved.
around like Salado Creek and stuff.
Yeah, because I think the
probably
Alamo
part of
used
that
to be a little
system.
bit the river used to be a little bit closer to the Alamo than where it is now.
Yeah.
A little bit, not too much, but yeah, the Alamo Dome, you could see Indians like maybe on the basement levels and probably on the first floor because the ground was lower at that time. And let's see, going a little bit further away from that,
Texas culture.
the Institute of Texas Cultures is haunted by a janitor who worked there like in the 60s, 70s. He passed away, and of course he loved it, so he went back to haunt it.
I've heard of that before.
I never heard of that. Of course, I never like the janitor's like, just I wish I could spend one more day at work.
Mopping them floors.
And the hearse.
See now if that was true, then why aren't like more like peep shows haunted? Like he loved this peep show.
Squinty Pete. He just loved-
Actually, over in Tombstone, the fucking whorehouses are fucking are haunted.
Well, I mean, a peep show. I don't think even in the afterlife a ghost wants to admit they are haunting a peep show.
Why,
Like,
you
I'm haunting that scary house over there.
They're doing it in life. Why would they care in death? They're like, fuck it, what are they going to do?
Or so like, if you want me to haunt you, you got to put 50 cents into the thing. So it comes up.
I could picture
The
like
screen
a
comes up. Boo. All
Boo.
right.
like a Beetlejuice style kind of peep show.
You know, goodbye.
Like,
horse.
what if they look? What if they look like those? What if it's like a Beetlejuice where that
All right, that's your time.
that contest winner who's like chopped in half, so her boobs are over here and her ass is over here.
Oh yeah.
So she's taking like separate
Okay.
parts off.
Oh yeah,
It's their
yeah.
upper torso, but I like where you went with that.
I like the Beetlejuice. The
That's my
hand,
lady.
The hand riding up the leg, then she slaps him from the other side. I remember that. Yeah,
You're like, you didn't give me your 50 cents.
yeah.
Oh no, she was
A pageant.
eaten in half by.
she was-
oh no,
was-
there was
she
someone
was
else
sawed
that was
in
eaten in
half.
half
Yeah, I
by,
saw
by a
it.
shark.
She was
Yeah.
she was a magician's assistant or something.
Yeah.
All right.
But
So
anyways,
the hearse at
the hearse at the Institute of Texts and Cultures is haunted. Like the janitors.
There's a hearse down there.
Yeah.
it's a wagon drawn hearse.
Oh, that okay. Yeah.
It's big. It's in the middle.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
like it's like
remember
the 18th style,
Yeah.
18th century
horse-drawn
style,
hearse.
17th.
Yeah, it's all
Horse
glass.
drawn,
And,
Yeah, it's black.
haven't been
it's
down
a
there for
French one.
years.
It's a French one. I think they used it in wherever they fucking use it. Somewhere.
France?
Well, no, they probably get shipped.
No,
from
like
France.
parts of Texas that are French.
Yeah.
I
What
can't.
parts of Texas are French?
I don't fucking know, but I know there's some.
I mean, it's a lot of German. Fuckload of German.
Hey,
Anyways,
But
Hey,
anyways,
man.
so the hearse, if you walk by it, it'll be
Texas
locked.
Germans are
and
cool.
then,
We didn't do shit.
Dude, do you mind? No, I'm just.
And then
Continue.
if they
Holy
come back
shit,
and the
Bob.
hearse is unlocked, well, the institute is haunted simply because of all the artifacts that are there. You know, you can see an Indian maybe walking around.
Just checking his phone.
You're like, hey, what's up?
Just milling this
Yeah.
corn.
Just
Let's see what else. Oh, and going away from downtown, there's the aqueducts, where where they used to perform satanic rituals.
see, I originally heard that the donkey lady was down there at fucking the aqueducts and shit.
No.
wrong.
But if you
Wrong.
go down, someone needs to hang out by the fucking car because it will get broken into.
Yes, actually, you're not. Now you can't be down there past like 5 p.m.
Oh,
They blocked it off. Like
Yeah,
they have
dude.
that bar, you know.
Well, because honestly,
Cocksuckers.
they have guys waiting in the woods, waiting for jackasses to cross the aqueduct, so they break into your car. And they
No.
Yeah.
They hang out right there on the side of the parking lot because fucking dipshit and I we fucking crossed that sumbitch drunk, and I mean it's narrow. It is very fucking narrow. I don't know how the hell we made it there and back and shit because we were looking for the donkey lady, and Elaine and Maddie they were hanging out on the other side, and they were bullshitting with those guys, and they see these like dipshit fucking college kids. Like come.
Oh yeah, because
they-
you're fucking smart as hell.
well, we're a couple bikers. We get away with that shit. But no, the
Yeah.
college kids they park and then they sit there and they cruise across the fucking aqueduct and shit. Just and then like shortly there later, you just hear, and then it's like wait a little bit and it's like all right, it's time to go.
Another one bites the dust.
But yeah, like
Chode.
that mission trail, it's all haunted, of course. Indians, priests.
Priests. Can you imagine a priest haunting you? Just ugh. Like I don't even like the living ones like hanging out with me. Like, you fuck off, man. You're making me uncomfortable
He's
here.
gonna try to tickle your balls, man.
And then, of course, the famous train tracks. Train tracks.
You know, the train tracks totally got ruined for me when I was a kid.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
Those tracks,
Do you remember that show that was on Kent's 5? It was like a segment they always had. It was like Eyewitness Wants to Know.
Yeah.
Okay, so they did this one. I think it was this segment, but anyway, so they did this one Halloween where they're like, "Are the tracks really haunted?" And this fucking prick goes out there with a level and just shows. He's like, "Yeah, it's not really level. Of course, you're gonna go downhill. It just looks level. It's not though." And I'm like, and then all the you put the okay. So for everybody that doesn't know, the tracks are the story is there was a bus that stalled on these train tracks and got hit with a train,
Is
and
it?
all the
Why
kids.
he never took the kids off, we
Yeah,
never know.
yeah, it was a school bus.
Yeah, he's stupid. And the train hits the bus, and all the kids on board the bus die. And then it's in kind of a residential area.
Yeah,
and
all the streets are named after the kids. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. So, what does that sound?
It's my computer.
Oh, stupid.
I can't figure out why it does it.
Hit it with a rock.
It's
anyway.
haunted.
Okay, so now the kids are, they're really crazy about people not getting hit with trains, apparently. So what you do is you go to the tracks, you park on this one side, you put your car in neutral. I forgot a part. You cover the back of your car with baby powder.
Yeah, baby powder, flour, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. So, or Coke, whatever. And
That's expensive.
Yeah, well, do you want the authentic experience?
Well,
I wonder if you.
It
put
depends on
sugar-
how fast you want them to push your car, because what's supposed to happen is you put the baby powder on the back of your car, and you put your car in neutral over the tracks, and your car will go over the tracks. And it's supposedly the kids are pushing you over the tracks.
Yeah.
We did it one time with my dad. It was me and my brother and my dad. We went there, and we're like on the side of the tracks, and I'm like, we're not even sitting on the tracks. Like they could just leave us here and we'd be fine. Like they pushed us onto the tracks. I'm like, these kids are assholes. They're like, we're just fucking with you.
I wonder if you put sugar, you'll see little tongue prints. Like, sugar on the back.
Well, it's like I went down with Dale and everybody one time, and I mean we cleaned the shit out of the back of the car. I mean not just half-ass shit. We cleaned the crap out of it.
Yeah, you army cleaned it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's professionally done because we had no choice. But we put that shit all over the back of the truck, man, and pushes us over, and it's like little fucking fingerprints all over the fucking place. It was crazy.
Well, so this eyewitness wants to know thing comes on because my grandpa used to love to watch the news. Like that was his thing.
Well,
so
I remember several fucking TV shows
Yeah,
did this
lots of
shit.
TV shows.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the one that I saw,
Yeah.
and I was like, God, it could have been more than 10 at the most. And I'm hanging out with my grandpa in the living room, and that thing comes on, and I see it, and I'm like, this fucking asshole! Like he didn't give anybody like a
that's
heads up.
our legend. Don't ruin our legend.
Yeah,
for
he's
us.
like, yeah, that's bullshit. It's your own fingerprints that you're seeing from the thing, and it moves over. And I'm like, I'm me, man. I'm a skeptic.
Yeah.
But when I was 10, I was like, well, fucking shit, man. Like, I haven't even been out there yet. Like,
Yeah.
wait till I at least get a car. Something.
I'm sorry, but those
I
fingerprints
mean-
are half the size of mine. So,
Yeah, I mean, even if you believe it or not, like when you start going over the tracks, you're just like, what the fuck is
More
going
than
on?
anything, it's just fun. It's like a little San Antonio tradition.
You
that
can't
could
go
do.
down during Halloween though. You shouldn't
No.
because the line is so.
oh yeah, just cars just lining the fucking streets.
forever.
And those kids get tired. Like, fuck, really?
Like,
Really?
San Antonio has gotten so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, stop coming
It's like,
here.
these cocksuckers, man. Fuck.
Of course,
Some asshole just talking shit about these kids, and he stops in the middle of the train track. He's like, no, man, I'm fucking around.
I actually heard
And then he
that
fucking dies.
every city has. I've actually heard that every city has train tracks where they get pushed. along.
Don't tell
Really?
me that.
No,
Yeah,
I
I've
haven't
never heard
I
that.
mean, they have,
Are you working for Ken's 5, you son of a bitch?
No, I haven't heard.
They
that
want to
have-
know.
No, I haven't heard that they have they push you off the train tracks. But I had almost a lot of cities have train track stories.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, I dig that.
Marfa Lights is more like out in the woods, but
What
of course
is-
you see like the what are the guys called?
Seven head.
The one who
by
walks,
train
with the
blues.
lanterns on the train tracks trying to warn people off
Yeah.
the track.
Oh yeah. They. Oh
What are they
goddamn.
called?
Lantern Men.
No.
Not conductors.
No, conductors operated the train. Not highwaymen.
Signalmen.
No.
Are you sure not Sigelman?
Anyways,
guys.
fuck
Anyways,
it.
he's the guy with the lantern.
Pretty sure one of them was called Barry.
So I mean, it's everybody has their own unique story, just like everybody has their cemetery stories, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, okay, so because I thought Bob was saying that every town has the kids get hit with a train story.
Yeah,
I've never heard
I've
that
never
before.
heard that, me either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
full
I've
of
heard
shit, Bob.
I've heard a lot of Llorona stories all over South Texas.
Yeah.
There's one in
Yeah.
El Paso, there's one here, there's one in Brownsville. All along the border.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that I understand.
Yeah, but that
Well,
guy
I guess
gets
the river
around,
runs
man.
all through.
Yeah, or of course maybe it's just like I said, train track stories of if you put powder, you see fingers on pushing.
Okay.
It
Like I
may
said,
not
I've
be a bus
never
full of
heard
kids.
Hey, Anna.
No, that's our story.
Yeah, it's like a famous thing here in
Like
San Antonio.
even other
I've
cities.
never heard
I mean,
of it.
other I've seen I used to watch all those ghost shows on TV.
Those are fun.
Oh, but like taps and all that
Unsolved
shit.
No, not
mysteries.
taps. It's
No.
just I can't remember the guy now.
The kind
Robert
of
Stack.
documentaries kind
They
of
were
deal.
yeah, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
a lot of people would come to San Antonio for that story.
Yeah.
And the Victoria Black Swan Inn.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Yeah,
Maybe.
that
You know what?
one.
I've been wanting to go to Victoria Black Swan
Me
Inn.
too. Me
But-
too.
yes,
Ever since you started telling me about it.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
pretty
so
cool.
I don't even know if you know about this, but what do you? Is there a story behind the Marfa Lights?
No.
actually the fact that they're just unknown lights.
Yeah, that they're just there.
It's more like
There's not like any like narrative behind it.
it's not. No,
I mean,
actually.
there's like in Native American narratives, but I don't know them.
But
there
aliens.
are.
It
Yeah,
usually
actually, yeah.
revolves
The
around
fact that
that.
they do see lights moving around and they don't.
So
know
So basically, the story is what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
it's
The end.
kind of. Well,
Yeah.
it's like the Queen Mary. Have you ever heard of the Queen Mary?
Oh, I love the Queen Mary.
Oh
story.
man, it's supposed to be like one of the most haunted places in the world.
Yeah.
I've
Because-
heard the name, but I don't know the story.
the Queen Mary
basically-
2.
Two.
It's called the Queen Mary
Well,
2.
I always heard
Electric
just called the
Boogaloo.
Queen Mary,
Yeah,
but
but it's a 2.
it was a cruise
Like
liner.
two, like number 2 or also.
2.
But no, it was a cruise liner, and then in World War II, it was commissioned to carry troops across the Atlantic.
Just for transport or for like.
No, transport.
Yeah,
Okay.
transport. Yeah, because like everything was being commissioned to get shit over there.
Oh yeah.
And what was it like? There was like an air attack or something like that, and it killed like all the soldiers or something like that.
It
but
killed
the
a lot of them.
but the ship survived, and they tried like to still use the ship, and it was just so fucked up, man. It was crazy shit. So
Fucked up, like-
it's docked now in California, where you can go stay on it or you can go visit it. And,
I thought it was still up north.
no, I think it's in California. I think it's in California.
No, because that's in the Pacific side.
It could have.
They could have moved.
But anyways, it's
that's a
also.
long way to move
But
it.
I like the little ghost that's on the Queen Mary, the little girl who haunts it.
I've
When
never
it
heard
was
that one.
as a luxury liner, a little girl drowned in their pool.
Oh wow! Okay. I
And-
didn't
How
know.
ironic is that?
And so she drowned in their pool, and like sometimes you'll see a little girl playing in the pool. Like I mean, it's already like the
Still
water. There's
hasn't
no water
learned.
in
Yeah.
it anymore. But you'll see a little girl drown in the pool, and what freaks people out is that sometimes up on the around the edge of the pool, you'll see like little wet footprints
Oh wow!
walking
that's
around
creepy.
it.
Well,
or like, just little wet footprints.
Well, I heard that they're actually going to turn it into a hotel because so many people come out there to try to
Visit it and
Yeah, because I mean, it was like closed off for a long time, except for like people would have to go through channels to be allowed to go on it, kind of stuff, because it was off limits, kind of shit. But,
Yeah.
It's become such a huge tourist attraction
Yeah.
for them. Ghost Hunters was there not that long ago when they were good, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that a lot of times? It's like I forget which one where they're just talking shit to ghosts.
Yeah,
Where they
that's-
just
Yeah.
Little bitch. Can't haunt shit.
like it never ends how I want it to end.
Can't even hop my balls.
you know like
Hunting for
Like-
ghosts forever, like, and they haven't found a goddamn thing.
Like
you
I-
know, real quick, sorry. I was like, I love ghost stories so much. When I was 17, in ROTC, I had to do a report of anything I wanted. Just do a report. I chose ghost stories on Texas.
Nice.
I was just like, yep. And everybody just sat there and listened to the ghost stories. And I was just like,
Mm.
this is my report, guys, for ROTC.
Yeah. That's crazy. I remember that tap show. They did a show, and it was a lighthouse, but it's one of those lighthouses where it's out in the middle of nowhere on its own, like, I think it was just like a man-made island kind of shit. That's all that's there. And it's just big enough to have it. And
I know which show you're talking about.
yeah, and it's like they set up cameras in other places so that way the film is still, they're still recording stuff when they're off elsewhere. And there's just it was like at the back of the room, and it's facing towards, and it's like a little doorway opening. And they had left a foldy chair there because the guy was like, there with a, voice recorder and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And like you're sitting there, there's nothing there, and then all of a sudden you just see the chair just kind of jerk over, move a little bit.
Is that the same episode where they have the camera facing up the stairs of the lighthouse, and you just see something move forward, like just something like a dark shadow just move on the
I
top?
think so.
You don't really see anything,
I'd
but
like
you
to see that.
like you just see the like something move on the stairs. You can't really say it's a shadow, but it's just like
Yeah.
where the stairs are like iron, so
Yeah.
you can see through the stairs, and so you can just see something like one of the top stairs just move, and like you just see them all bitch out and scream and run. But I mean, you see what I'm saying? Taps was good was like the first season, like the first 2
Yeah.
like the
seasons.
two
'Cause
touchstones
when they
of
went
that
like
story.
instead of just like, did you hear that? I'm like, no. If you shut the fuck up, I can hear it.
oh yeah. They play
But
this
when they
stupid
visit-
like music to kind of like create atmospheres. Like turn that fucking shit off. I'm trying to fucking listen to
You
the
know,
fucking
and
recording.
like
Because science needs
they had-
sexy music.
You know, they also went to the same. They also went to the Saint Mary.
The Minger?
No, the ship we were just talking about.
The
the Queen Mary.
The Queen Mary.
They visited there, and the place that I want to visit is a murder plantation in Louisiana.
Oh yeah,
There's a murder plantation.
Myrtle, like Myrtle.
I was gonna say, how the hell have I never heard
That
about
is
that?
metal.
Is that the one where
There is a murder hotel in Chicago.
What do you grow on this plantation? Murder.
the plantation? Was that the one where it's like all those slaves were like tortured and killed and stuff?
No, this is the one where that slave was killed, I guess. But
So yes,
yes, but
But it
no,
wasn't a
this is
shitload.
one particular one where like she used to be the mistress of the owner,
Oh wow.
and what she loved to do was she loved to eavesdrop on the owners and all their business that would go on. And one time she was caught, and so her name was Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
What they did was they chopped off her ear because she's a slave, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
So they chopped off her ear, and so she started wearing a turban, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was a house slave, and she was afraid of going out into the fields. So what she did was she put a little bit of poison in the food, so she can the family gets sick, and I'll take care of them, and so they'll see that they need me,
Mm-hmm.
Well, she poisons the mom, the wife, and the 2 children, and she put a little too much, and they all died.
Oh wow.
Oops.
So
Whoops-a-daisy.
she felt so bad, and
Oops!
like
I accidentally gave them what they deserved.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
So, I think she tells one of the slaves, one of her other slave friends or whatever, and they let the owner know. Well, they chase her down and kill her,
Wow.
and they hang her on the property, and so now she haunts the property. And there's like a famous picture where like in between the main house and where the slave houses start, like right in between the slats, you can see like the outline of her body.
Oh wow.
Of like her, and it looks like she has a turban on.
Yeah.
Dude,
And-
you got to show me that.
And like I think there's a picture where you can see maybe 2 kids holding hands on top of the roof.
Oh wow.
And they always report to see her and like ghost tours.
I don't know, man. Down there in Louisiana, there was just so much fucked up shit that's happened, man. I mean, like Larry
For real,
Laveau,
man.
down there in New Orleans, she would sit there and torture all these fucking slaves and shit. I mean, it's fucked up shit.
Yeah. Makes me wonder about like European ghost stories. Like we know all these Americana ones.
Oh, European ghosts don't fuck around.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Dude,
They got
why the
fucked
hell
up
haven't we been
accents.
talking about that?
I can do another one on European ghosts, but we'll say that for later.
All right. All right. Should we wrap it up, Nate?
Oh, Bob's getting antsy and shit.
No, I'm just.
He's getting antsy. He's
Sure you don't want me to
"Wait,
shut
wrap
up
this
again,
shit."
Bob?
We hear the wind blowing.
You smelly son of a... Don't whistle back.
Yeah.
Don't
Anyway, let's.
So you
all
get
right,
the
let's- Anyway,
Means you're not a virgin.
all right. Thank you for listening to the Blunderbuss Special. Like us, share, subscribe us, look us on Twitter, on the YouTubes, and whatever other social media or happen to be on. I don't know what. All right.
You should know because you're supposed to
Yeah,
take care of that.
yeah. Is with me the illustrious
Yeah,
Nate.
one job.
How's it going?
Thank you, Anna, for coming by.
No problem.
Dustin, thank you for coming by. That's
Maybe at the
It's
end
always
of
pleasure.
I should say goodbye instead of how's it going. I don't know.
How's it going?
Fucking
Okay,
tips.
good. I don't care. Bye.
I don't know, fucking
thank you for
dipshit.
listening and have a good evening. So European ghost stories, right? Just
Yes.
are they? They're like le who, le who.
No, they curse you and shit.
Oh, really?
You are cursed with a baguette.
Oh man, you get that fucking German one. It's like I'm done.
Fuck
I'm
that.
fucking done. Nope. I can't understand it, but it just sounds mean